everybody, welcome to GIS E-Pathshala, Grade 8, Social Science, Politics. Our topic is the Indian Constitution. In previous videos, lectures, we have seen about what is Constitution and the key features of Constitution. And we have seen the first feature, federalism. Federalism means more than one level of government. More than one level of government. In our country, state level is there, central level is there, state level is there, and local level is there, means panchayati raj is also there. So now we are moving further to another feature, that is parliamentary form of government. The feature is parliamentary form of government. Parliamentary form of government means in our country you see that the parliament is there. You have noticed that the parliament is there. In parliament two levels are there, upper level and lower level. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, we are saying things are there. So in our country, parliamentary form of government, in that parliamentary form of government, according to heading, we can see that elected representatives are there. In parliament, our elected representatives are there. In our country, we are electing our representatives. We are electing our representatives and our representatives are going in the parliament. In parliament, what is there? Our elected representatives are there in the parliament. There they are discussing the issues. Then they are doing the debates, discussion is going on, and afterwards they are forming the law and they are governing the country. So whatever problem is there, we are saying to our representatives, and our representatives are going there in parliament, and there they are discussing and they are governing the country, they are making the laws. Now see, again and again these things are coming, that we are electing our representatives. So now these things are clear, that you are electing your representatives. In our country, we are electing our representatives. So in our country, our Indian Constitution of India guarantees universal adult suffrage. Universal adult suffrage means that in our country all are getting the voting right, all are having the voting right, but after certain age. So after the age of 18, all the people of India, citizens of India, irrespective of caste, creed, financial position, education, they are getting the right of voting. All can give the vote to and elect their representatives. So directly they are electing their representative. Directly they are electing their representative. And this is there, that you are electing your representative, we are electing our representative, that thing is there. But another one thing is that people of India, that at the same time people of India can contest in the election. See, people of India can contest in the election means that they can contest, they can take part in the election. You also be a representative also, you can govern your country also. And how it is possible? Certain eligibility criteria are there. In further standard all the things are coming. Certain eligibility criteria is there. If you are properly eligible according to that criteria, then you can contest in the elections also. You can give vote also, and you can at the same time you can contest in the election also. You can govern, you can be a representative of your state or your area, any place. So the representative, and finally the representatives are accountable to people. See, finally the representatives are accountable to people, means suppose we are electing our representatives, so any issues are there, any things are there, we are saying to them, they are representing in the parliament, and so for the any answer they are accountable to us, they are answerable to us. Suppose from my area one problem is there, water related problem is there, so we are saying to the representative. The representative is further doing the work. So finally, to whom we are going to ask? We are going to ask the representative only, that we have given one problem to you, that you have solved the problem, what answer you got. So the representatives are accountable, answerable to the people. So this way in our country parliamentary form of government is there. Now further moving with the third feature. The third feature is separation of power. According to our constitution, in our country there is separation of power. Separation of power means from the heading only you can understand that we are dividing the power. Separation of power means we are dividing the power. So there are three organs of government. Basically there are three organs of government. See, legislature, executives and judiciary. Three organs are there of the government. Now see, legislature. Legislature means our elected representatives. Whatever the representatives are there, we are electing our representative. They are counted as the legislature. For example, MP and MLA means member of parliament or member of legislative assembly in the state level. So these are the representative, they are making the law. Previously in the parliamentary form of government also we discussed, no, that they are making the law. If any issue is there, they are discussing and finally making the law and saying that how to govern the country they are discussing. So they are counted in the legislature. So according to them, they have made one law. Whatever is beneficial for the country, according to that they are making. And suppose one law they prepared one law, they made one law for the country. Now after that, the second stage is coming executives. Executive means group of people responsible for implementing the laws. Suppose one law is there, but now the law is implemented or not. लॉ सभी लोग फॉलो करते हैं कि नहीं, वो देखने के लिए कोई होते हैं, दोज आर काउंटेड एज एग्जीक्यूटिव्स. सो दे आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर इम्प्लीमेंटिंग द लॉज. फॉर एग्जांपल पुलिस, prime minister, council of minister, all are counted as the executives. Suppose presently you all are knowing that lockdown is going on, so government has declared, all the legislature together they declared that the lockdown should be there according to the situation, nobody should go out of the house. So now for implementing the law is there that lockdown is there, all should have to be at home only. But now for implementing, you are knowing that police is there everywhere, the police protection is there on road, totally full day police are there, and they are saying that the law should be implemented. Suppose one law is there, according to motor vehicle act, all persons should have the license, proper license should be there, and helmet should be there, then only they can drive the vehicle. And suppose they are not having those things, who are there on the road? Police are there, and they are saying that according to the motor vehicle act, whatever is given, the people are implementing or not. So like that, police and other persons are there, those are implementing the law. They are watching that the law should be properly implemented. After that, third is judiciary. Judiciary system means the court. In India, the court is there, Supreme Court is there, High Court is there. So after that, implementation is there, but something is happened, conflict is there, then the matter is going in the court and the judiciary is there. They are giving the final answer, whatever is there. In our country, Supreme Court is there. In each and every state, one High Court is there. Our Gujarat High Court is at Ahmedabad. Now we have seen the separation of power is there, and three organs of government are there. Why the separation of power is there? Why the power is divided? Because in order to prevent the misuse of power by any one branch of government, because in order to prevent the misuse of power by any one branch of government, suppose only legislature is having all the power, sometimes they misuse the power, so the powers are shared. Constitution says that each of the organs should exercise different power. Each of the organs should exercise different power, and because of this, what happens? Because of the separation of power, the system of checks and balance is there. The system of checks and balance is there means each of the organ balances each other's work. They are seeing the work of other person also. Legislature is seeing the work of executive also. Executive notice the work of judiciary also, and afterwards the balance is there of the work. The misuse of the power should not be there. That is why the power is not given to only any single organ. All the three organs are there, and all the power is distributed between all the three organs. Now one thing is there, one point is very important point is there, that it is given state and government. The state, here the state word is coming, the state is not counted for the state like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, but state word is for the country. Who is the Prime Minister of Indian state? So the state word is used for the country. The state word is used for the country, and government means the who are the governing, who is the ruling party. Presently we are saying now whose government is there, so BJP government is there. So like that, who is the ruling party to it, we are saying as a government. So suppose we are saying this is the bus and this is the driver. So state what we are using in the for the country only. And India is the sovereign country. It means that any internal or external decision India wants to take, India can take independent decision. It cannot be depend on other country. Suppose presently in the emergency the lockdown is necessary, so immediately India has taken the decision of lockdown. It should not depend upon the USA. It should not ask to any other country for that. So India is the sovereign government is there, country is there. So be careful that the state word we are using for the country many a time in this. In government means the who is the ruling party presently, whose government is there, for that we are using the word. Thank you.